Fond farewells and fleeting fancies. That's what we got in the last episode. How's Rudy ever going to get back on his feet now that he's not in the embrace of the sacred beast? But with another collective of people knowing someone that they've hung around with for so long, that has been so instrumental in their growth and development so far, Ghislaine really becoming her own since leaving, and thanks to circumstance, her name has been repaired slightly. We still need to find out if everyone's okay, though. And the title for this episode was, Curious. Okay, quite a vast cry, different from the jungles that we saw. Now we've got snow-capped mountains. Just how far have they been, made to travel? If you think of the vast distances they would have needed to cover, there's no way I'd walk it. It's got some fancy city planning. Would it be better in both their interests if they don't walk into the city together? Well, good food is always useful. God damn it, Sugata. I still can't ever hear his voice and take it all too seriously. Especially when he's saying shit like that. No. What was that about, per se? Make sure to check the Adventurers Guild. I mean, they initially became adventurers to get money to live. Wow. This place is a lot more affluent than anywhere else we've seen so far. I do like the actual architectural styles that you would find in the Middle Ages. Is it? No, it was Victorian area. I really can't remember. But small bottom houses that then branch out as it goes up. And obviously with the holy city, and this being the backing track to its initial showing. And what's with the massive obelisks? He's just playing along. And they've experienced quite a lot of hardships over the year. And if money is a thing you're going to have to look out for, getting a bunch of it now, And having a big city like this that is... Now, here's the thing. I see the plan here. As long as you're carrying one of these figurines, you're safe from the spurred. But if it goes wrong, they are also in a big city. I mean, you have been in the demon contact for a year and a half, so they can't complain. I think you've been playing too many games and reading too many old shitty manga back in his old life. True. But yeah, with Eris's training under Ghislaine and the sparring practice with Richard, maybe she can handle herself. If it's from Rudy, then maybe. But oh shit! I mean, we've already seen like the Beastman being taken, but everyone else, what, just in the middle of a city like this? Now, who created those rules? They speak so confidently. Okay, that's seen some better days. Using his abilities to just remove and deform part of the... It seems like they're trying to feed him. They're not being so cruel. Or completely out of it. What's... Before taking any action, really, there's oh, for fuck's sake. You know, he's keeping a low profile over here. A trap, just putting some clothing in a crate. A defender of truth and justice. A good question about what the fuck he's wearing, but yeah, can't use his own name to... There we go. Part of what I... Familiar? Part of what I was saying. It doesn't seem like they're the same kind of... Oh, hers. same kind of kidnappers that we've seen so far. They actually look like somewhat trying to take. Okay, going for the kill now might be fine. I see. A very distracting armor piece. Seriously, I mean, he's got the eye to keep him safe from any sort of attacks. He's the... Well, yeah, he is the pervert, but... Okay, he's sloshed. Now, why would you keep the leader, who really you might have seen him somewhere before, completely backlit so you can't see their face? Okay, with hair like that. I see. Any way to get closer to your target. We see he doesn't go easy. Confirmation. Good thing the slash was so aimed as to remove his mask. Probably not the best first meeting. Could have went better. Also, the side eye from everyone there. He looks awful. Definitely needs some sleep. Slowly travelling through the demon continent to get back. And if he didn't go back and hold on to Eris, where would they have both ended up instead? Non-fiction spectacular. Goof. Did he leave out the bit where he's been imprisoned? Well, yeah, when you would retell a story, you'd want to put it yourself in a good light. And a very good question. I mean, he didn't come across anyone that seem like they could have been in the same predicament. I mean, he's also just a kid. Should he be lumped with all of the... Okay, that might be one of the a fair point. Is with Rudy's strength and skill still being expected to save everyone? This is where you're going. So, I think they're both saying some things there which are questionable. Really slightly fairer, but not right now! You can piss him off later. Well, because they're missing... some would say that's actually fairly deserved. Unlike his one beforehand where he went off on him. Activating his eye in the good time, actually showing that he's not been slacking off. I see the family squabble title coming up there. Well, so if he didn't have his power and just some ordinary kid, would he still be held in the same regard there? Yeah, not a great... Not a great meeting. I mean, if she came in just now, that would what it would look like, but... Does everyone just happen to ignore when the father punched him in the face? Granted, he was mouthing off, but still. A bit brave of the kid there to stand in the way. Yeah, actually telling him part of the message rather than just saying, "Oh, you must have seen it," would have, yeah. He didn't actually go to the Adventurer Guild in the port. I mean, since he seemed to be at, like, the epicenter. Well, the mother was a fine adventurer type, whereas Sylvie was just a kid. And how many of you managed to... Not everyone landed on their feet, as it were, in this world. Oh, I see. That one didn't occur to me. Because he was so bright. I still think it's slightly unfair, getting some flashbacks there to his previous issues. Slightly unfair to pin it on him. You could have done something. Why weren't you saving people? I mean, it took him 1.5 years to get here on the road. Kind of a good outlook, I guess. There's always tomorrow, but oh no. Seeing the glares and looks that we saw from the people in the pub there, going back to his class, really bringing up trauma again. You could say. Yeah, this might not be the course of action to really go for straight away. I mean, rather than letting Rudy go through the spiral of thinking about things too much, locking himself away again, she has many comforting words. I mean, yeah, as long as the group there that they've been travelling with are staying by his side. But the issue being now that with the idea of other people being tricked, enslaved, and everything, who and what are we going to find in what kind of circumstances? Was there any rhyme or reason as to where people were taken? You know, it's really not just an issue of being teleported somewhere new and unexpected, surviving out in the wild. It's also, as we've seen, people seem to be a lot of the issue as well. But looking at Paul and how he is now, well, pissed off his face, but it really doesn't look like he's slept at all. So how hard has he been working in the past year to try and recover everything? You know, I think once they've calmed down slightly and aired the grievances, got that out of the way, now that Rudy knows what's going on with everyone else, he's not going to, hopefully not going to put his foot in it and make any more comments that really exacerbate the situation. You know, as a meeting of long separated family, having a sword fight straight away under certain circumstances. Probably not not what you'd quite first expect. The whole, what the hell have you been doing? Why haven't you been saving people? That could come later. First, I think predominantly what I would be more concerned with was, oh, thank fuck, at least you've survived. I mean, since Paul seems to be unaware about anyone else in the family, wouldn't you be at least slightly happy to see them? But no, because Rudy can fend for himself and was regaling this heroic tale. And then because hurt feelings and whatnot, things were said that might not have been meant, but in the moment. Seeing the one of the bullies that were picking on Sylvie back then and now reduced to this state where it seems to be closed off. What has he been through? I mean, physically he looked okay, I guess. Wasn't any kind of visible injuries or malnutrition. Also in that moment where Rudy kind of liquefied the ground slightly, Paul was like, hang on a second, this fighting style. Even after so long apart, he could remember certain techniques. Rudy's initial, oh, is Sylvie okay? Okay, you could have mentioned everyone else, but, what are you going to do about that? He's still however old he's meant to be. The mother herself, a retired adventurer, couldn't handle, hopefully herself, the maid and the other kid. What was the maid backstory? Can't remember. Seeing the other kind of member of the village, and then Paul saying loads of people have already been kidnapped, enslaved, killed off. Yes, filling my heart with a little bit of apprehension as to who and what we will find going forward, and in what state of duress. And while, Rudy hasn't exactly been out gathering information or searching for other people, he hasn't been hidden away and not paying attention to anything else. Just loving came his way. Just like completely missing Roxy, he completely missed that letter informing him of what was going on. Yeah. Episodes to go, episodes to come, episodes that might fill in some blanks that I'm having. I like how this is a story where the isekai element of Rudy having a previous life hasn't played a part in the story of the world, but it is into his mental state and trauma. And that, I like the angle that's going for. He's not going to have vast knowledge of shit that's going to help out. I mean, how often is dating sims really a solution to real life problems? But him having that past where he saw everyone in the bar, I was like, oh, it's the same kind of look. Really kind of snaps him out of that whatever he was feeling in the moment. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. All I know is that his sister's probably not going to be sending him any birthday presents anytime soon. So if you've enjoyed this episode, let me know. Leave a like and a comment down below. Subscribe for more. Wonder if we're going to see anyone saved. Join me for the next one.